evening everybody, happy Vlogmas. We are here again, another December on our channel. I was just trying to work out if I've done 4 years or 5 years of Vlogmas and I'm not entirely sure. I want to say I've done 4 years and this is the 5th year, but I'm not 100% on that. But either way, thank you if you've come back for another year of Vlogmas in the Baldwin house. We have got 2 little girls super excited to wake up tomorrow morning because it's actually November the 30th right now, and I've left getting ready for the elf arrival and Advent to the very last moment because that is what I do all the time. But if you're new here, there is actually 6 children, although some of them are no longer children and are much more grown. So if you are new, we've got Jamie, who is 20. We've got Reese, who is 18. We've got Summer, using my fingers because there's that many of them, who is 17. Riley, who is almost 13. Felicity, who is almost 9. She'll be 9 on the 29th of December. And Sienna, who is 7. We've also got Brooke, who is Jamie's girlfriend, and she is 19, and Bella, who is Reese's girlfriend, who is 18. And you will definitely see lots of those two as well. And that is everyone. And then there's me, and my husband, and the dog, and the rabbit. But all in all, the ones that are most excited to wake up tomorrow morning are obviously the younger 2 girls. And they're expecting to come downstairs to your ad fridge, open the door, Advent calendars and a December the 1st box. So we started a tradition several years ago where on December the 1st they would get a box of treats, all of the sorts of things you buy in the shops during December, and you know, your craft things, your novelty soaps, all of those types of things, and I would put it all in a box on December the 1st. However, Sienna finds things sometimes quite overwhelming and she's not very good at waiting. So if I give her a box of craft, she is going to want to open every single craft that day. She's going to just, you know, the excitement will just be too much and she's going to want to open everything. And I was just thinking, how can I do this? How can I continue the tradition, but make it easier for Sienna to manage? Also, whilst thinking about the December the 1st box, I started to think about stockings, and it is very easy to buy stocking gifts for the younger 2 because you can buy so many more things for younger children, especially girls. Hair clips, little nail varnishes. There is so much stuff out there that you can buy for younger children and especially younger girls. And every Christmas I buy them all these little things because I see it in the shops and I'm like, they'll love that. That's so sweet. I'm going to pick that up. It's only £1. It's only £1.50. And then when I sit and sort out the Christmas piles before I do all my wrapping, I'm faced with these big piles of stocking gifts for the younger ones and absolutely naffle for the older ones because they're old. But we don't want to raise suspicion. Because if on Christmas morning their stockings are full and the older boys' stockings are not so full, they might turn around and say, well, why hasn't Father Christmas bought them as many things? I may well be overthinking this, but you know what children are like. They are inquisitive and they ask questions. So I would go out and I would buy utter tat to make sure that all of the children's stockings were equal. And I would go out and I would buy the soaps that say bum on one side and face on the other side, and silly little packs of like novelty games, and all of this stuff would amount to quite a bit of money by the time I'd finished, and then it would never be used. It would end up in the bin whenever we have a spring clean. You know, when it comes around to April, it's like, let's go spring cleaning. All of that stuff would end up in the bin. So we decided we were going to do Advent very different, and we were going to scale back the stockings and make them much more traditional. And instead, tomorrow morning, the girls are going to wake up and they are going to have a small gift from the elf. And it will be something that they would have either had in their December the 1st box or their stocking. So I haven't actually spent any more money than I would usually do. I haven't treated them any more than I've treated the older ones, because like I said, they didn't want all the tat that I was buying them anyway. And I was planning to wrap all of this up, number each present, put it in a gift bag and give it to them tomorrow. And then yesterday I got everything out and I realised that even though I've been buying this stuff for absolute weeks, months in fact, I was 8 days short. So I panicked and I went out and I bought a few more bits, and I'm still 1 day short right now. And then Kev came up with this genius idea. He said, well, why doesn't the elf just bring one thing every day? And I was like, why didn't I think of that? If they've got the gift bag full, they're going to be tempted to go through it, shake the packets. They're probably going to end up, you know, it's going to be a lot of temptation for them. The paper's probably going to end up ripped. So I thought, let's do Kev's idea. Let's give them one thing every single day of Advent. And if they've been good, the elf will bring that little present. So I have now got 23 individual things each for the younger two. I've also got Advent calendars for the other children. And I'm going to go through, show you what we've got, and then I'm going to wrap it all. But yeah, everything here is either something that would have ordinarily gone in the December the 1st box, or would have been in the stockings that would have been overfilled. So starting off, some of this is all falling out of the bag. Let's gather it all back together. I have got day one. I'm going to see if I can find day one first, actually, because day one is actually quite an expensive little gift, but would have been something that we would have bought them for Christmas anyway. And that is a Tony's character each. So I say each. They sleep in the same bedroom. They have one Tony's box, so they're for both of them. But I'm going to wrap them, obviously, for one of them to open each. One of these is the Christmas reindeer, and every day a new chapter of the story is released. So they're quite clever, these Tony's boxes. If you've never seen them before, it's like a little box, and you've put a character on top and it reads you a story, and they're absolutely fabulous. We've had it for years and the girls would be lost without it. They do, however, listen to the same characters over and over again, even though they've got loads of them. But this one is clever because every day of Advent they're going to get another chapter of the story of the little reindeer's Christmas wish. And then the other day we went to watch the new Paddington film. So I bought them the second Paddington Tony's character. This is called More About Paddington. They've got the first one and they absolutely love it. It's one of the characters they listen to a lot. So I thought definitely have to get them the second one. So that's going to be day one. That's the most expensive thing they're going to get during Advent. But as I say, I would have bought these anyhow. I was hoping to buy this one last Christmas, but it went out of stock. So I ordered these weeks ago to make sure I could definitely get the reindeer this year. So that's going to be day one. Day two, which will be Monday, is again something that's a little bit more pricey, but something I was going to buy anyway. And that is the t-shirts to go and watch Wicked. You don't need a t-shirt to go and watch Wicked, but we saw these t-shirts in Sainsbury's and the girls were just expressing their like of them. They were like, oh, I like that t-shirt, mummy. And I popped back in yesterday because it was 25% off. And then I have a colleague discount card because the eldest works at Sainsbury's, which got me another 15% off. So I got them a t-shirt each. And then we're going to take them to watch Wicked on Monday, which is why these are going to be day number 2. And then whilst I was in B&M earlier on, I picked up some poppets. Anyone remember poppets? They're still a thing, but these are Wicked ones. So I thought I would put the chocolate poppets with the t-shirt. You may be thinking, well, aren't they going to want chocolate? Because Advents have chocolate. I'm going to add a little piece of chocolate to each of the gifts. I have bought some small bits of chocolate from Sainsbury's yesterday. I've got some little chocolate characters, some chocolate coins, some popping candy chocolate snowmen, and some Maltesers reindeer, because Felicity's favourite chocolate is Maltesers. So in each of the presents, I'm going to add just one small chocolate. So they're not going to miss out on chocolate, because I can guarantee if I didn't add chocolate and I gave them this, even though it's gifts, they'd be like, well, what about the chocolate? So we've got plenty of chocolate to go in them. However, on Monday, they're going to have those poppets. There is another packet of those somewhere. Where are they? There they are. So that's day 2. That's as far as I thought. Everything else is just going to be all of a muddle up, because it's, you know, they were just the 1st of December because of the character doing each chapter, and this for Monday because we're going to go and watch the movie. I have then got these, which I picked up earlier on in B&M. These little dispensers for jelly beans. One's watermelon and one's strawberry, and they were only £2, which I thought was really good. They're going to absolutely love those. And on the day they open that, they won't get a little chocolate as well, because obviously there's jelly beans in those. I've got them one of these little Christmas shower puffs each. Like I said, this would have been the sort of thing that would have been in their December the 1st box. Got these in Home Bargains for a few pence weeks ago. Some of these things you probably would have already seen when I did like a Home Bargains haul. The other evening I went to Home Bargains and I picked up one of these colouring stockings each. They were only 79 pence, and these are just a great thing. They can do that the day that they open it, and that will keep them busy for a little while. Also, if you are new here, the younger 2 girls are home educated, so they will be at home to do all of these things as well. I've already got a num bottom sitting down here on the floor. We have a little bit of a wiggle round. Right, next, I've got a colouring book each for them, or an activity and sticker book. So this has got, you know, word searches, all of that sort of thing, and stickers. I've actually got a few things like this in these bags. And the reason I've got a few of them is because, like I say, they are home educated. So I will just stagger them out through the month. So they've got one of those each. Kev has just walked in and he won't have seen some of this, so he's probably going to be like, what is that you've got?
Other than them 2 there and that one there.
Well, take a seat. You can watch.
No, I can't, because I've got kids upstairs trying to go to sleep.
The girls know that I'm doing something down here, so they are being a struggle to get to sleep.
Sienna won't go to sleep. Now she wants a drink, and now she had a hot water bottle.
And now she's like, Mummy's downstairs doing something. I must find out what it is. The excitement is already there, because tomorrow is the 1st of December. This shows how long I've been buying. That's not a real £10 note. That's the kids' learning money. I bought these in the summer holidays. That's how long I've been picking bits up for. So I didn't really notice it. It wasn't like I went out and was like, right, buy it all in one go. I started buying just one thing a week, or a couple of things if I saw things. And these I bought in the summer holidays, and they are little Gabby's Doll's House purses, and they've got a little bead making set inside. They were from the Entertainer, and they were only a couple of pounds. I think they were in like clearance, that's why I picked them up. So I got to decide which one to give to which, because they're 2 different characters. I know that character's Cakey, but I'm not sure which one that one is. These are another thing that I would have ordinarily bought and put in their stocking, and that is these Pixo bits. Got these in Home Bargains. They were in a Home Bargains haul video. They are like aqua beads. You build them, you spray them in water, and they go hard, but these ones are 3D, and they had quite a high RRP, but they were like £1.50. I'm sure it was really cheap. They were really, really cheap. So that's something like ordinarily, like I say, it's really easy to pick little things up for stockings, and you can go, you know, especially if you're picking bits up as you know, as you go through the months from November into December, and then you go and you look at it and you're like, oh, actually, I didn't realise I bought that much. So yeah, that's something that would have gone in their stockings. What else have we got in here? There's that much stuff in here, I can't even remember. Obviously, I've got them a book each, a Christmas book. These are Home Bargains, 79p. You cannot go wrong. I've got the Stinky Sprouts. That one's definitely going to be for Sienna. And the Unicorns Are Coming to Town. So a little Christmas book each. running out of places to put all of this now. Again, another one of these Christmas packs. I actually bought these last Christmas and forgot about them. They were in with the decorations. I also bought a load of wrapping paper as well. Kev got it out of the attic earlier on and I was like, why did I buy that? It's horrible. I must have got it. It must have been really, really cheap. And I must have thought, oh, I'll buy that, 10p a roll. And he got it out of the attic. And I was like, why did I buy wrapping paper with dogs and cats on it? It's just not nice. But yeah, I also bought these and forgot about them last Christmas. So they're going to get them this Christmas. Just a little activity pack from B&M. One of our elves, because there's a few of them, is the Grinch. We have a Grinch elf. And he was here for the whole of December last Christmas. And this year, I think he's just only going to come back for a day or two. Because he's the Grinch. He's naughty. So on the day that Mr. Grinch comes back, I bought them a Grinchmas activity pack. So these are quite a good fair size activity pack. They've got activity books, write your own storybook, colouring book, stickers, pencils, the whole works in there. And yeah, he's only going to come back a couple of times because he's naughty. And I've just not got the creative mind for it at the moment. Another little Christmassy thing, what have we got here? We've got surprise bath bombs. So they come with a little jelly toy thing inside. Home bargains again, about £1.50. Wouldn't have been expensive. Yeah, surprise bath bombs. We made the mistake once of buying them one of these because they do them all year round. They just obviously make them Christmassy at Christmas. And we made the mistake of buying one, not realising. Well, I don't know how Kev didn't realise. Kev picked it up and I was like, great, now they're going to argue over the toy in the middle. And gosh, did they argue. Again, when I was in the entertainer that day, when I bought the little Gabby's purses, I also picked them up some Barbie stick-on nails. Again, something that I would have bought for a stocking. These were only £1 a set. They love these stick-on nails. I absolutely hate them because they don't stay on their fingers very long. And then they get stuck to the carpet and the sofa and bits of clothing, and you're walking down the street and you've got a nail stuck to you. But they're all a bit of fun. So they've got those. These headbands, I have actually got one of these for summer as well. So I must remember to give her hers. They are just Rudolph makeup headbands. Oh look, they are quite sweet though, aren't they? Look at that. Not that the girls really do much in the way of makeup, but I saw them, I bought them online and I thought, oh, those are sweet. So I got them one each of those, including summer. Pop that one back in there. Oh, well, that's not going to go back in as neatly as it came out, is it? Right, one of those each. I've then got, again, I got these in the entertainer. I think these were £1 and it's like a little Barbie bracelet making set. Again, something that would have gone in a stocking. I've got them, actually I've got two things for this. Where did I put them? I'll pick them up, one of these each in Home Bargains. A little Christmas milk bottle. And I thought to go with that, I would give them some milkshake straws. And I was in B&M and I saw these ones, Squishmallows, and they love Squishmallows. So I'm going to put that together. So they'll have a little milkshake bottle and some milkshake straws. Obviously it comes with a straw, but they don't have to put the lid on. They can just have the lid off. Or maybe the straw might even fit in where the current straw is. But those are just vanilla flavoured milkshake straws. I used to buy these sorts of things quite often. And then I started looking at the sugar content and stopped buying them so often. So they can have those as a treat. Another crafty thing is this. I obviously don't need 2 tablecloths. So I bought 1 tablecloth and I'm probably going to regret this. Expands to 100 times its size. Fake snow. I'm definitely going to be regretting this. But on the day that they open the tablecloth, one of them will have the tablecloth, one of them will have the fake snow. We have one of these tablecloths every single year. I love it. Put it on the table. Anyone that comes round sits there and just starts colouring, and it will probably stay on the table for a good few days, and bit by bit as people pop round, it ends up getting coloured in by everybody, which is always really sweet. I've then got, I don't think I've got many more Christmassy things. Most of this now is stocking-y type stuff. You may know my girls love Taylor Swift. So I was in Claire's Accessories ages ago, again, probably back in the summer, and they were doing, it was 10 things for £10, something like that. It was really, really cheap. And it was them just basically getting rid of all of their sale stock. I would never pay full price for anything in Claire's Accessories. It is so overly priced. It's unbelievable. But I was in there and they had this offer. And one of the things was bright red lip gloss. It's proper Taylor Swift. It's even got a sparkly lid. It just screams Taylor Swift, really. So yeah, they've got one of those each. They've also got, again, it was, because it was 10, I think it was 10 things for £10. I picked up some things, I didn't buy them the same things. So I've ended up with like an eyeshadow palette and another set of nails. And I don't know if I'm actually going to include these because, like I said, now I'm going to give them one thing a day. I have got time to pick up other things. I don't know if I want another set of nails or eyeshadow right now. So I might actually put them to one side and put those in. I might just give them to Felicity for her birthday. Because like I said, her birthday is straight after Christmas. So now that means I'm down to 22. So I need to buy 2 more days of gift. I've got one more thing in this bag, and that is these super duper amazing, but so annoying Christmas pens. I even woke the dog up. The dog was fast asleep on the sofa. He's not anymore. He's going to come over here now. He's like, what's that you've got? What's this? It's a singing pen. Cool, right? Do you want one? He's having a good stretch now. He's like, oh, he woke me up. Go on, go back to sleep. I wish I was. And the other one's a Christmas tree. So yeah, that's going to be fun doing their home learning with the singing pens. We're nearly at the end. We're nearly at the end. I got them a stretchy thingy each. One of these horrible things that gets covered in fluff and dirt, but they love them. You know, all these type of sensory things, kids love them, but they always have that sticky texture that as soon as it gets dropped on the floor, it goes black and is covered in dust and dirt. But they've got one of those each. I think they were like less than £1. I picked them up. One of these each. This again, I found. Charlie, go and lie down. I found these in a clearance bin, and they're like these little magic mixies. And they're just like a little surprise bag thing. Tell me a child that doesn't love something that's a surprise. The element of surprise makes businesses, companies, millions of pounds because kids love it. Those mini brands, you know, those round balls that have got utter crap inside, kids love them. The company's making a fortune. Anything that has the element of surprise, kids love. So they will enjoy those. And the last thing is Christmassy craft, and it is some Christmas finger puppets. I don't know why I think this is going to be a good idea, because Felicity is quite good. She'll sit down and take her time, and she's patient. Sienna, on the other hand, absolutely not patient, but we will try. And that is everything. 22 so far little gifts that would have ordinarily either been in their stocking or in their December the 1st box. I am now going to wrap it all. This is going to take me forever. Why did I think this was a good idea? The December the 1st box, nothing was wrapped. I used to just chuck it in a wrapping papered box.
Darling, I get you on my mind.
Okay, so that just took a really, really long time and we didn't even quite manage to wrap everything. We've got 2 left, 2 more still to buy, but we ran out of chocolate. But I wrote a note, the little elves, they're back, they're ready and waiting, and day 1 is also there, ready and waiting. I'd love to say come back tomorrow to see the girls finding their note, but I've got a funny feeling they're going to be up at the crack of dawn. So you probably won't get to see them when they first find the elves are back. But thank you for watching Vlogmas Day 1. We will be back with you tomorrow.